The time has come.
You know it!
20 men and women from across Australia are about to compete in the most outrageous obstacle course this country's ever seen.
This isn't what I planned.
Those tough enough will endure breathtaking spills, spectacular tumbles, and incredible falls. Only the fastest and strongest four will survive and take a shot at $20,000. But to claim the cash and achieve ultimate glory, they'll have to overcome the biggest obstacle of their lives, the wipeout zone, the final step to $20,000. The epic competition begins right now. This is Wipeout Australia.
Oh, bring it on!
Hello everyone and welcome to the very first edition of Wipeout Australia. I'm James Brayshaw. Joining me every week here in the commentary position will be Josh Lawson.
Thanks, James. Today, 20 ordinary Aussie men and women will attempt to overcome the biggest, toughest and most ridiculous obstacle course ever assembled.
And at the end of the day, the last man or woman standing heads home with $20,000.
But before anyone can walk away with the 20 grand, they'll have to overcome our very first Wipeout qualifier.
For starters, we have the very tricky tumble tubes, the sucker punch, then the big balls, and finally the cookie cutter swing. Our fastest 12 move on to the next round.
And one step closer to the final challenge, the Wipeout zone and that $20,000 pay packet.
All right, we're just about set to go now.
Have you got the time there, James?
It's a counter-nator time! Whoop, whoop!
Time to welcome the third member of the Wipeout team, Kelly Landry, with our very first competitor.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm here with Nathan Petrie. Nathan, you look super psyched up and ready to go.
Sorry, Kelly, I'm actually the counter-nator. Nathan is who I left at home.
Here's 24-year-old accountant Nathan Petrie.
Oh, no, sorry, James. He left that name at home. I think you mean the accountinator.
First up, it's the tumble tubes. All he has to do is get across the three tubes without falling in the water. Accountinator, looking pretty good early on.
And on Wipeout, that's what we call the credit crunch.
Now we come to the sucker punch. Our contestants will try and cross this 20-centimetre ledge and avoid being punched into the mud pit. Now, here comes the accountinator.
Just in time to leverage his assets.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it, Josh?
Well, no one asked him to be the accountinator, James.
True. And here come the big balls.
OK, now enlighten me. How does this work, James?
Not much to this one. He just has to traverse these four big balls and jump onto the platform yonder.
Surely the accountinator has a mathematical equation to get through this obstacle. Or maybe not.
All right, so where did the accountinator go wrong, Josh?
Pretty simple, James. He invests everything in the first ball, but as the market heads south, he says hasta la vista before evading the taxing second ball and liquidating his assets in the refreshing share pool below.
You mean he wiped out?
Yeah.
And our final obstacle is the cookie cutter swing. Straightforward, Josh. He just has to grab that rope, swing across the water, and through the cookie cutter man. Can Nathan do it?
Who?
Nathan.
No, he left Nathan at home, remember?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. The accountinator. And Nathan, the accountinator nails it, registering a great opening time of 2 minutes, 25 seconds.
Trust me, James.
Woo!
He'll be back.
Well done, accountinator. Woo! Woo!
Look out! Look out!
Run for the hills. It's the Incredible Hulk.
On the contrary, Josh, it's the oldest competitor on the course today, Jack Anslow.
Let's not get this guy mad.
You're a pretty fit guy. Is that why you're wearing a Speedo?
I live in my Speedos. Love them. Mow the lawn in the Speedos. I've even dug trenches in Speedos.
All the way from Cronulla, the Hulk Jack Anslow headed for the sucker punch wall.
Just a thin layer of red lycra between the Hulk and a permanent family planning decision.
And as expected, the wall goes low and hits hard. What sort of cruel game is the sucker punch wall playing today?
I think it's called Jack in the Box.
While Jack gets back on track for another crack, let's get up to the top of the course.
Cougar's gonna tear it up!
From Narrenburn in New South Wales, here's 35-year-old Jeff Cougar Coombs. Why Cougar? Because of his amazing pouncing ability.
Big balls are gone.
The Cougar today promising to pounce across the big balls.
You're my balls.
Okay, a little more bounce than pounce there.
As you can see, James, the Cougar has the claws out, but he's broken the first rule of pouncing by going in with his back legs first. Although he manages to get a brisk set of crunches in before he hits the water.
How's the rest of the field going on the big balls today, Josh?
Well, in a word, abysmally. OK, who's this wasting precious energy at the top of the course?
That's personal trainer Lindsay Green.
Never say die! Wow!
She caught up with Kelly earlier.
Lindsay, you're looking fantastically fit. Have you always been that fit?
No, actually, I was the fat kid at school, so just a quick message to all you losers who used to pay me out. Check this.
At a compact 5'3", bully beater Lindsay Green should fit easily through the cookie cutter.
OK, there's another theory down the drain. Just like those nasty kids at school, the cookie cutter hits Lindsay hard and then leaves her to hang out by herself.
Meanwhile, it's back to Kelly, who's with a big-time Adam Sandler fan.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with John Wright. What's your favourite movie?
Waterboy, I would like to ask you a couple of questions. Is the water cool?
Yes, it is. It's very cool.
Is the water clean?
Yes.
That is good. That has the makings of some high-quality H2O.
Fans of the Adam Sandler film The Waterboy will have loved those impersonations.
You can do it!
And to the rest of you, we send out a heartfelt apology.
Here comes the Waterboy, a.k.a. 37-year-old teacher John Wright, up to the tumble tubes. And what was his strategy there?
As you can see, the Waterboy takes on the first and second tumble tubes with ease before noticing how clean and cool the water looks and decides he's going to have to bail out and sample some of that high-quality H2O for himself.
Let's meet our next contestant standing by with Kelly.
Paula, you're doing it for the bus drivers today.
Yes, I am. I'm representing all the female bus drivers, and I'm going to do everybody proud and win for the girls!
So do you have any lucky charms to carry you through today?
Yeah, I actually got this here, which is my son's first tooth. It'll bring me way good luck.
Ah, isn't that sweet?
You wouldn't be saying that if you'd seen her pulling her kid's teeth out just before the event.
28-year-old bus driver Paula Liccardi from Mount Pritchard, New South Wales, up to the big balls.
I'm going to leapfrog.
OK, let's see where that strategy takes her.
Wow, she hits the first stop with ease. Nails the second.
And I guess she'll be needing those spare teeth right about now. Wow, looks like we have a samurai on the course.
That's 23-year-old Andrew Leese bringing the warrior spirit to the qualifier. And it looks like it's working. He bolts straight over the tumble tubes. Now approaches the sucker punch. The samurai, ducking, weaving,
Slipping, falling. Wow, he really is a samurai.
Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that, Josh.
And here comes Andrew-san up to the big balls. Ichi, ni, sayonara!
Samurai Andrew Leese at the cookie cutter swing. The reverse scissor kicks his way to a brilliant time of 1 minute 19 seconds. Let's find out what that exceptional run took out of our samurai.
Andrew, you talk the talk and now you've proved that you can walk the walk.
You honor me with your praises, Kelly. Now I will climb to the heights of victory, closer to the sun and infinite riches.
Ready, please, Mr. Music. Bring it on! Come on! I'm a lean, mean wipeout machine! This is living! Carpe diem, baby! You! I'm available to all. Come and wipe me out, people!
Excuse me?
Let's go down to Kelly Landry with our next contestant.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm here with Debbie Rubin.
Listen to me, people. I am 38 years old. I need to be married by the end of the year. So take a number, get in line. You're going to want a piece of this. You're going to want a piece of this.
I don't understand why you're not married.
Well, you know, I'm very choosy.
Yeah, that's it.
Here she comes down the wipeout aisle, 38-year-old IT consultant Debbie Rubin. Look at that for a wedding outfit. Is there any colour not represented there?
Well, I haven't been able to pick out any white as yet.
Up to the tumble tubes.
Why are they moving?
It seems you can't hurry love, James.
Why are they moving? Why are they moving?
Don't worry, Debbie, you'll be head over heels in no time.
It's all good.
Oh, Debbie, it's so much better than just good. Guys, Debbie loves the feeling of soft leather against her body.
Well, she's going to love the sucker punch wall.
Well, it appears Debbie's not so choosy about who hits on her after all.
Debbie taking the plunge as she's swept off her feet by the sucker punch wall.
This isn't what I planned. This isn't how it was supposed to turn out.
Deb, that's a mating call that should be left for only one room in the house.
And we're obviously not talking about the bedroom.
As Debbie extracts her cold feet from our muddy ravine, we'll take a short break.
But we'll return soon with plenty more sweet loving wipeouts.
Welcome back to the season premiere of Wipeout Australia,
where our cruel but fair qualifier has been pruning our field down to size. And Kelly's with someone right now who really could be taken down a peg or two.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Adam Marshall. Adam, you're looking very nice today.
Yeah. I'm trying to look good on the set and off, I suppose. Yeah. And you're the type of person that I would like to do the course with, I suppose. Yeah.
Wow, that guy thinks he's God's gift to women.
But I don't think he could ever cheat on his one true love.
23-year-old advertising man Adam Marshall, propelled by a rush of self-esteem, launches himself at the tumble tube.
Once. Twice. 3 times a ladies' man.
He makes it!
Now, God's gift to be used to fighting the ladies off. So let's see how he copes with the sucker punch wall.
Super styling.
Wow! Even the sucker punch has a crush on this guy.
Oh, you know, there you go.
What?
Oh, you know, there you go.
He's talking loco. And I like it.
God's gift up to the big balls. Over 1. Over 2. Now a 3rd. He's getting over the big balls quicker than a one-night stand with his mate's fiancée. And there you have it.
Oh, he's done it.
Our first contestant to take on the big balls successfully.
Bring it on.
Here's hoping the cookie cutter doesn't cut his lunch. And he nails the landing. An incredible time, 1:14 from God's gift, Adam Marshall.
Who made the ball?
The fastest time of the day so far.
I think I'm in love, James.
I'm bringing sexy back! Yoo!
At the top of the ramp, it's 24-year-old photographer Cassie Kennedy, hoping to bring sexy back to the Wipeout course today.
Okay, that's a not-so-happy snap.
Say cheese.
Mud great for the complexion, but not great for Cassie's time today.
Whoa, wait a minute. Can we go back a second? Cassie bringing sexy front, back and centre at the Wipeout qualifier this afternoon.
Yeah, baby.
Work it, baby, work it. All right, that's enough. Now, speaking of sexy, who's this strapping young fella?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jared Ponyboy Greenfield. How do you get a name like that?
Yeah, I ride horses in this city, but I also sing and dance, so that makes me the all-singing, all-dancing urban cowboy.
Sing us your song, baby.
Life is nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Jared Greenfield is a 38-year-old track work rider from Ormond, Victoria.
Okay, what's with the bike pants? Look out, Tonto, here comes the Pony Boy. Is that a tribe of stampeding red Indians I hear on the horizon?
Negative, Kumosabi. That's the sound of 1,000 red gloves we call the sucker punch wall.
He's actually attempting to stare down the sucker punch.
No one's tried that tactic so far today.
And that's one. Let's take another look. Ponyboy comes face to face in a shootout with the sucker punch. Jared makes his move, but the sucker punch fires first and leaves our urban cowboy shot down in a blaze of mud.
Jared not the first or last to suffer at the many hands of the sucker punch wall today.
Oh. Ouch. Nope, just gave up.
Let's go down to Kelly Landry with our next contender.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm here with Erin Valelli. Have you done any training for today?
Yeah, bit of this, bit of this.
Anything you want to say to your competition today?
Yeah, you might have your triceps, biceps and six-packs, but I'm bringing the whole keg.
Are we going to say anything about that shirt?
No. The whole keg on the course now. 23-year-old Erin Valelli now headed for the tumble tubes and her big chance at $20,000.
OK, Erin, can we ask you to walk in a straight line, please? Bottoms up.
Drink straight. Drink straight.
It's time to get drunk, all right, Erin. Punch drunk. Now remember, Erin, if you drink and dive, you're a muddy idiot.
Oh, man. The whole keg, Erin Vallely, taking a big hit into the mud and struggling to drag herself out.
Oh, no, this isn't good, James. Only 2 drinks and her skirt's already on the floor. Stand aside, intoxicated maiden. A real-life human cannonball approacheth.
Here's Kelly again.
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm standing here with Angus Tandy, the human cannonball. Now, I have to ask you about your outfit here.
Yeah, something from uni, 6 years at uni with a 3-year degree, so you can never be too careful on that dance floor.
I'm guessing there might have been a few injuries along the way.
Yeah, there has been the odd injury, just the odd hammy's gone.
Oh, so that's where the hamstring is. I'm sorry, I've been calling it something else for years.
24-year-old human cannonball Angus Tandy taking on the sucker punch wall.
But lands hard on his hamstring.
Holy moly. Meanwhile, we have a real contender at the cookie cutter. It's 23-year-old Navy girl Jenny Cartledge. Jenny boasts years of obstacle course experience, so this should be easy.
Oh no, that's all an expert can manage. What chance do these poor souls have? Not quite. She didn't even try. Bye.
I'm bringing the thunder and the lightning to Wipeout.
From the central coast of New South Wales, here's our final contestant of the day, policeman Daniel Rose.
Cop Daniel Rose walking the thin blue line we call the tumble tubes.
The big man successfully over the tubes and heading towards the sucker punch wall.
Oh, cop that, big fella.
Up to the big balls now.
That's right, 1 huge cop, 4 big balls.
Serious wipeout.
Now, Daniel tries to apprehend the first ball, but loses his footing before investigating the seedy underbelly of ball number 2 and diving for evidence as he hits the water.
Daniel Rose playing a dangerous game of good cop, sore cop as he heads towards the cookie cutter.
Here we go.
And look at him take down that faceless villain.
Boys, that's how it's done.
And with a time of 1 minute 40, Daniel Rose, you have the right to remain silent and move on to our next round. Also through Hulk Jack Anslow, God's Gift Adam Marshall, Sexy Back Cassie Kennedy, the Accountinator Nathan Petrie, and Navy girl Jenny Cartledge.
Soon they'll be swept off their feet by a big red wipeout machine. After the break, see our field cut from 12 to 6 on the season premiere of Wipeout Australia.
Come on, come on!
Welcome back to the premiere of Wipeout Australia. James Brayshaw here with the one and only Josh Lawson. We've just narrowed our field of 20 down to 12 in the qualifying round.
Let's go to the leaderboard and see who's left.
Still in the running, the Samurai Andrew Leese, Bully Beater Lindsay Green, the Waterboy John Wright, Pony Boy Jared Greenfield, and Jeff Cougar Coombs. Now it's time to turn these 12 into 6.
That's right, James. We're going to cut the field in half, and we have a truly twisted way to do it. Say hello to my little friend, the sweeper.
It's a giant rotating arm designed to cut our field down to size. Josh, our remaining 12 will be placed atop 3-metre poles. They will then have to attempt to jump the sweeper as it becomes progressively higher and faster until only 6 remain. The last one standing gets a $1,000 bonus.
But that's not the only extra we have, James. Just to add to the mayhem, we've given each contestant 2 dodgeballs, which they can use to knock their opponents off their pedestals.
OK then, we're just about set to go. The Accountinator, ready to rumble.
So too, Sexy Back Cassie Kennedy, who's dancing like she's on a podium. Well, I guess she kind of is.
OK, it's time to start the sweeper. Everyone has to wait 1 complete revolution before they can do their worst with the dodgeballs.
Picking up pace.
The Pony Boy just makes his first clearance. The Hulk, also a little shaky.
Hey, Grandpa, you suck. I'll give you Grandpa.
Look out, we've already lost bully beater Lindsay, the accountinator, and sexy back Cassie.
Now, as in high school, the bully beater Lindsay, singled out by the sweeper, she kisses the pole farewell before discovering 10 short nails and no match for the force of gravity. The one-leg technique turned out to be false economy for the accountinator as he succumbs to market forces. And Cassie cops a ball to the sexy back, but pulls out a neat little soccer trick on a departure from Sweepersville.
The first turn is done, and that means it's time to duck some dodgeballs.
OK, for the dodgeballs to be effective, you actually have to hit something other than fresh air. That's better, champ. Now you're getting it.
A lot of shots taken, but they all managed to stay high and dry. Now it's up to the sweeper to decide our final 6.
The sweeper now higher and faster than that footballer who used to play for...
Never mind. Who'd have thought the grandfather in the lolly bags would last this long?
Can we make him go green again? All right, now I'm confused. I thought he looked like the Hulk, but now I'm thinking Shrek.
That's more like it, donkey.
Dave Powell taught me that, AJ Powell.
Oh no, God's gift working some gobbledygook in there again.
Well, it made perfect sense to me, James. Maybe you're just not listening carefully enough.
Dave Powell taught me that, AJ Powell.
All right, what does that mean?
I have no idea.
Down, Cannonball!
Go on, Cannonball.
Now the Cannonball Angus Tandy goes down.
The sweeper decides the Cannonball's fancy dress party's over and sends him to sleep it off before crashing to the ocean floor.
So the field whittled down from 9 to 8, just 2 more to lose before we establish our final 6 to move on to the next round. Oh no, Navy girl Jenny Cartledge is down. And cop Daniel Rose also tumbles out of the competition.
Jenny's torpedoed off her lookout and is destined for a dishonourable discharge. Then the long arm of the sweeper put the hurt on cop Daniel Rose.
We have our final 6 to move through to the next round. They now compete for the $1,000 bonus.
Come on, come on!
Oh! Look out! Samurai Lise is gone!
The worthy samurai commits a 180-degree Junshi and sacrifices his noble spirit to the water god below.
Still got it.
And let's just hope it's not infectious.
Those slick speedos holding onto the rubber and saving the Hulk from an early exit. The sweeper takes out God's gift!
And the cougar! I gotta see that again. God's gift, Adam Marshall, decides to stop playing hard to get with the sweeper and lays a loving embrace on the big red machine. Not even a cougar's pounce is enough to clear God's gift's massive head as both men hit the soup simultaneously.
That's unbelievable. Just 3 men left now. Make that 2 as the Hulk bails out. Now the big men are gone. It's a duel between the pony boy Jared Greenfield and water boy John Wright. 1K of cash going to the man who can hold on the longest. The water boy falls to his knees. Could this be the pony boy's moment?
No, it's the pony boy thrown out of the saddle with a pony girl scream.
And Waterboy John Wright claims sweeper bragging rights and a $1,000 cash bonus to boot. Also heading into the next round, the Hulk Jack Anslow, Jeff Cougar Coombs, Samurai Andrew Lease, Ponyboy Jared Greenfield, and God's gift Adam Marshall.
They all want the $20,000, but next they face off on the wildest ride of their lives. It's time to meet the Dizzy Dummy when Wipeout Australia returns. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia, our very first episode providing a cavalcade of action so far.
The sweeper just swept aside 6 contenders, which leaves 6 with a chance at $20,000. Still in the hunt, Samurai Andrew Lease, Ponyboy Jared Greenfield, the Hulk Jack Anslow.
Don't forget Waterboy John Wright, Jeff Cougar Coombs, and God's gift to us all, Adam Marshall. James, I feel complete just saying his name. Adam Marshall. Man, that feels good.
Before we head into our final round, the Wipeout Zone, we need to shed 2 more players.
And allow me to introduce the stomach-churningly beautiful device that will achieve our objective. I give to you the Dizzy Dummy. It's the ultimate test of strength, stamina, and stomach.
First, we strap our 6 contestants in and spin them around until they totally lose their sense of balance. Then they must cross the slippery snakes, which we sabotage with a whole lot of grease. The first one across slides right into the Wipeout Zone.
Then the rest have to spin again and then take on the barrel run. We go back and forth between the outrageous obstacles until we have 4 contenders for the wipeout zone, or we all die laughing, whichever comes first.
All right, let's get down to the course. Here we go, our diabolical merry-go-round set to separate the men from the boys, or maybe just the men from their lunch. The slippery snakes ready to go as we decide who'll qualify first for the wipeout zone.
Oh, I can only imagine what's going through their heads.
I can only imagine what's going through their digestive tracts.
That is seriously gotta hurt.
OK, release the dummies.
The water boy away first.
I can't get my belt undone.
And the water boy straight into that high-quality H2O.
And the cougar pouncing face first. God's gift Adam Marshall getting into the zone.
Yep, the Twilight Zone.
Here comes God's gift, but he's playing hard to get with the slippery snakes.
The cougar's claws just not getting any grip today.
The water boy living up to his nickname. Here comes the samurai. Thanks for coming.
Or arigatou gozaimasu.
Now God's gift makes his move straight over the hole, but he misses the platform by centimetres.
God's gift goes for gold, but proves that if you step on others to get to the top, there'll be no one to help you on the way down.
The Hulk furious, but on track to hit the wipeout zone first. Oh no!
So close. The competition is tight.
And the Hulk KOs himself right there on the mat.
So it's back to the start for the supersized budgie smuggler. Blazing saddles, Batman. Here comes the pony boy.
But the cougar's pounce has finally come good. Will he spoil the pony boy's party again?
Oh, he's done it.
And amazingly, it's the pony boy. Last out of the blocks, first through to the wipeout zone.
And the pony boy finishes with a face plant, a flipper impersonation, and celebrates like any good cowboy with a pirouette.
What was that?
I don't know.
Back on the dizzy dummy now, God's gift uncharacteristically quiet there, and Big Jack's turned a nasty shade of green.
Jack looks like the Incredible Hulk.
We're way ahead of you on that one, pony boy.
Meantime, get ready for the barrel spills. The Hulk and the water boy now jostling for position. But the Hulk veers off and into the drink. The water boy next on the barrels.
And it looks to me as though we actually may be breakdancing into the water.
The samurai with a double play onto that second barrel.
And the cougar now with all the grace of an intoxicated baboon right on his tail.
Come on, boys, both jump at once, headbutt.
God's gift onto the barrels at last, but looking like his best days are behind him.
Jump onto the platform and knock him off.
Right, like anyone's going to take advice from someone who calls themselves Pony Boy.
God's gift in hot pursuit now.
Hot indeed. Lucky barrels.
Looking good, Kelly.
The samurai with so much time up his sleeve, he's flirting with our co-host.
The samurai Andrew Leese out in front and headed for the wipeout zone.
But look out for that fierce competition, just sitting there watching him do it.
Come on!
We have one happy ancient warrior right there.
Wow, to add insult to injury, he's stealing God's gift's lines.
You know it.
Speaking of God's gift, he's really not tracking too well at the moment.
Well, what we may be seeing here, James, is God's gift experiencing rejection for the very first time in his life. He's offered the barrels everything he has, and they've slammed the door in his face. It's tragic.
But I'm pushing on.
Okay, God's gift showing real guts and determination as he decides to stay in the game.
I have a feeling his 3 competitors are a little worried they may end up wearing some of that guts and determination.
Seems like they're all making it through unscathed and are once again headed for the dreaded slippery snakes.
Except for God's gift, who needs to see a man about a buck.
The water boy out first with a spectacular face plant.
But look out, here comes the Hulk, and he is not fighting fair, walking all over Waterboy. God's gift up again, but he cops another knockback.
Forget it! The Hulk, Jack Hanslow, is now the third man destined for the wipeout zone. Back at the platform, and God's gift has been forced to pull out of the competition. Struck down with a serious case of dummy tummy.
Well, it seems God giveth Adam and taketh Adam away. James, I'm sure you'll agree this is terrible. Terrible news. Excuse me.
Josh, come on, mate. Remember the good times.
He beat the big balls. He touched our hearts with his love of self and love of others.
Mate, you suck!
But now, Wipeout fans, it's time to say a fond farewell to God's gift, Adam Marshall. Good night, sweet prince.
which means it's a duel for the final position in the wipeout zone between Jeff Cougar Coombs and Waterboy John Wright. And they will battle it out over the barrel spills, which have not been kind to anyone today.
Look, James, I'm all for enjoying the many delights of the Dizzy Dummy, but the Pony Boy is delirious right now. He is finding this battle positively snort-worthy.
A big showdown about to begin, and they're off!
The Cougar smiling, believe it or not, but the Waterboy seems just a little steadier right now.
They're up onto the barrels, and the Cougar's fallen off!
Oh, and he's off! Come on, Johnny, you've got it in the bag, man, careful!
I think the Pony Boy's after your job, Josh.
Swap him for those pants.
Here comes the Cougar. And the Waterboy makes the big leap. Oh, come on, Cougar.
He seems to have lost every ounce of pounce.
Well, it's all academic now as the Waterboy John Wright moves through to the wipeout zone.
Take that!
Also through the Hulk Jack Anslow, the Samurai Andrew Leese, and the Pony Boy Jared Greenfield. And those four men will now face off in our ultimate challenge, fighting it out for 20 grand in the wipeout zone.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to crown our first Wipeout Australia champion right after this break.
Welcome back to the premiere of Wipeout Australia.
And this is what it's all about. 4 contestants all vying for our $20,000 grand prize.
But to become our first champion, they'll have to overcome each other and the wipeout zone. Firstly, our contestants launch off that big slide we call Killer Surf, bursting through dozens of balls at the bottom. Once they're out of the water, it's an uphill battle to get past these rolling barrels.
That's the barrel run, right?
Correct.
Then it's a slippery walk across the water wall over to the dreaded spinner. It's their job to land on the rotating carousel and hold on and then make the landing on the other side.
Then it's a deft walk across the rolling log and a series of leaps over the launch pads to our finish position. 4 contestants fighting for the prize. First up, it's Samurai Andrew Leese. He's with Kelly right now.
What's your strategy going into the wipeout zone?
I just go hard or go home. There's no stopping this bad boy. I'm standing on that podium. Ichiban.
The Samurai posted a lightning qualifier time before giving us wipeout of the day on the sweeper and making the Dizzy Dummy his own.
I'm going to take it home!
A star all day long, the Samurai after the 20 grand now and an impressive entrance into the Killer Surf.
Certainly worth another look, James, as the Samurai is thrown in headlong.
Now it's a bolt up the barrel run and the Samurai's at full throttle.
Ooh. James, I understand there's a Samurai code, but does he really have to bow to the barrels?
Josh, this obstacle is no picnic. He has to traverse his way across that tiny ledge as water buckets down on him from a great height.
Technique and fierce determination getting the Samurai nearer to his destination in good time.
All right, that brings him to the spinner.
This is the tricky part right now.
The Samurai leaps, and bango! He's straight into the water. That'll cost the Samurai big time as he faces a long swim back up to the ledge for his second attempt.
Jim, maybe the ancient shoguns should have used giant spinners to protect their castles.
All right, next try for the Samurai.
There's a look of fear and panic on his face at the moment.
And... oh! So close, he almost got there. The Samurai now on the spinner again. He has to stick this landing to post a competitive time.
And at last, he's made it.
The Samurai with the spinner behind him must cross the rolling log to be on the home stretch.
Steadies himself. The Samurai scampers across, and he falls like a cherry blossom.
The Samurai Andrew Leese. Across the rolling log. Yes!
He hangs on, but gets cracked like a fortune cookie. Better watch out, James, or he'll be the last Samurai.
Right now, he's just 2 launch pads away from the finish. Here he comes. And... oh! An incredible wipeout! Back up. He jumps again and claws his way up to the second launch pad. And at last, the Samurai Andrew Leese makes it to the finish. His time, 13 minutes and 57 seconds. Our next contender, John Wright, standing by. Let's see how the water boy got through to the final. He blazed through the qualifier, but really came into his own by taking out the sweeper and then scraped through to our top 4 on the dizzy dummy. Is the water boy ready for the wipeout zone? We're about to find out.
The balls fly, the water boy is in.
Making his way to the barrel run and just choosing to step over the barrels.
And James, this strategy may be working against him. Those barrels seem to be piling up.
Another step over. Finally he jumps, but it's heavy going early on for the water boy.
Making it over the final barrel, and now balance and concentration are going to come to the fore as he takes on the wall.
Geez, a tentative start for the water boy. And a little slip there too.
Thousands of litres of water. It's like Christmas come early for our water boy.
But now, the water boy makes it across to confront the spinner. Here he comes. Oh! And there he goes. Straight away.
Straight into the water.
Now, if I didn't know any better, James, I'd say the water boy's diving in deliberately to soak up a little more of that high-quality H2O.
Water boy John Wright, back at it. Up on his feet now. And... oh! Another missed jump as the water boy's all at sea.
Here he goes, water boy about to try again. Right back at it, looking more composed this time as he rises to his feet once more. And at last, the water boy right onto the landing and headed for that rolling log.
The water boy, slipping, sliding, right back into his natural habitat.
I don't think he'd be liking water so much anymore, though.
The water boy fighting Father Time right now. He has got to make this attempt if he hopes to beat the Samurai's time.
He's looking good. A little slip, and he's fallen again, the water boy.
And that does it. The water boy washes out. His run is done. The Samurai Andrew Leese is still our front runner for the 20 grand.
2 contestants down and only 2 to go before we decide our first champion.
Can our Speedo-wearing Hulk or the Pony Boy win a showdown with the Samurai?
We'll find out next on the premiere of Wipeout Australia. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia,
where we are just minutes away from crowning our very first champion.
In the first half of the Wipeout zone, the water boy John Wright was unable to slay Samurai Andrew Leese. Now the oldest contestant on the course, the Hulk Jack Anslow, is going all out to snatch that 20 grand. The Hulk and his Speedos got off to a slow start in the qualifier, but he showed his mettle on the sweeper and steamrolled the opposition on the dizzy dummy.
Yeah, baby! Come on!
The grandfather of 2 flies into the Wipeout zone.
Nah, James, I'm going to have to see that again.
Ow! The Hulk, now wearing the red Speedos on the outside of the wetsuit.
Let's hope and pray he doesn't hulk up and shred them sluggos.
And the Speedos make their way towards the wall.
Now, this may not be so easy for the big fella.
It's a very narrow ledge for such a big unit.
All right, the Hulk in the drink with a climb ahead of him.
Don't make him soggy. You wouldn't like him soggy.
Back up on the wall and one big man against the machine that's caused so much heartache today.
Here he goes. Oh! Ouch! Oh. The spinner once again creating problems as the Hulk Jack flung aside into the water.
Come on, come on!
The Hulk, Jack Anslow, back on the spinner once more. And he sticks it!
Oh, he's looking very, very tired.
And the Hulk hits the landing!
Our big green giant wreaking havoc here in the Wipeout zone.
Great time, the Hulk showing the younger competitors he's a force to be reckoned with.
The Hulk onto the rolling log, off almost straight away. The Hulk still has a very strong time, though. The Hulk up on the log once more.
Straight across!
And in a very, very strong position. The Hulk now, safely onto the first pad. Claws his way onto the second. nearly loses his footing, talking to himself, the big Hulk.
Come on.
And he makes the final jump in the amazing time of 10 minutes, 13 seconds.
He's done it.
And that means a stone-cold sayonara to the valiant samurai, who is now out of the running for that $20,000.
So, our oldest competitor, the Hulk Jack Anslow, has the time to beat. And the only one with a chance to rustle away that cash is the pony boy, Jared Greenfield. Woo! Let's have a look back and see how the pony boy made it to the wipeout zone. Pony boy did it tough on the qualifier, but was on the sweeper until the very end, and the first man to conquer the dizzy dummy and arrive at the wipeout zone. Pony boy, Jared Greenfield, hurtling down Killer Surf and making his entry to the wipeout zone, face first.
Ow! A rough start indeed, but now the pony boy approaching the barrel run with the cool demeanour he has displayed all day long.
Well, this is interesting right here. The pony boy staring down the barrels. What is he doing?
Wow, this is one really confused fella.
Very unorthodox tactics, Josh. Almost a stalemate developing here. And at last, Jared makes his way up the ramp to confront the barrels head on.
Oh! Head on indeed.
The pony boy, Jared Greenfield, now traversing our very grueling water wall.
Okay, the pony boy now making progress across that wall towards the spinner. James, I think this is where some of that cowboy ballet training is going to come into play.
All right, the pony boy. Set to go. Oh! And again he bucks the trend. The pony boy onto the spinner on his first attempt.
That was a lucky landing.
Lucky indeed, Kelly. Now for the tricky dismount. All right, what's he waiting for?
What's he doing?
Whoa, hang on. Now I'm really confused. James, he's just deliberately left off the spinner. He's going to have to swim to the wall once again.
That is bizarre. He was nowhere near the landing. All right, he's safely on again. Have a look at the pony boy.
Let's try this again.
Look at the eyes on him. They're everywhere. He lands safely.
Held on, just held on by the skin of his teeth.
But time is getting away from pony boy Jared Greenfield. He's getting revved up for a run across the rolling log.
Keep them doggies rolling. Nope, he's in. Kelly Landry now down with the Hulk, Jack Anslow, who is anxiously awaiting his fate.
I'm getting very excited now because time is getting by.
Pony boy Greenfield back again. And he's over.
Oh, he's held on.
He still has a chance.
This is getting very close. It's tight. It's going to be down to the seconds.
At the launching pads. This is it. He's got one shot to grab 20 grand. And he's... Oh, no! Straight over the top!
It's too much and too late, which means the Hulk, Jack Anslow, has won the $20,000.
Congratulations!
Yeah, Betty! Get that up his arm, I love his own!
Well, that's it for our premiere show, and a big congratulations to the Hulk Jack Anslow, a very worthy champion. Join us next week for new contestants, new stunts, and a whole lot of new wipeouts. Until then, Australia, I'm James Brayshaw.
And I'm Josh Lawson for Kelly Landry. Good night.
The time has come.
Rock and roll!
20 men and women from across Australia are about to compete in the most outrageous obstacle course this country's ever seen. Those tough enough will endure breathtaking spills, spectacular tumbles, and incredible falls. Only the fastest and strongest four will survive and take a shot at $20,000. But to claim the cash and achieve ultimate glory, they'll have to overcome the biggest obstacle of their lives, the wipeout zone. The final step to $20,000. The epic competition begins right now. This is Wipeout Australia.
Oh, yeah!
Hello again and welcome to Wipeout Australia. James Brayshaw here and my colleague in the commentary position, Josh Lawson.
James, as always, 20 ordinary Aussies will confront the toughest, largest and craziest obstacles ever devised. And once the dust, mud and water settles, one lucky contestant's going to walk away with $20,000.
First, however, they must take on this week's Wipeout qualifier. Today, they'll start at the topple towers
before battling the sucker punch
and the big balls.
Then finally coming face to face with a new obstacle we call the ring swing.
Sounds like it could be quite a ride, Josh.
You're not wrong there, James.
Kelly Landry is the third member of the Wipeout team, and she is with our first contestant of the day.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm here with Shannon Fowler. Shannon, what's with the outfit?
I'm Buff Man. Oh, yeah! Buff Man!
So what kind of special powers does Buff Man have?
Super buff, super strong. Oh, yeah!
I think you've got a bit of a twitch there.
Oh, no, that's no twitch. No way. Buff Man, oh yeah!
Concreter by day, Buff Man by night. Here comes 20-year-old Shannon Fowler, and I think Josh, our superhero, has forgotten his tights.
Yeah, but thank God he remembered his underpants.
Buff Man's first test will be to jump across 2 sets of our precariously placed topple towers and make it to the other side.
Can this 63-kilogram behemoth scale the topple towers in one single bound?
Oh yeah!
Can he repeat that feat?
No way.
Oh, so close.
Buffman loses the cape as he makes his way to the sucker punch wall. Buffman avoiding punches, but not avoiding the mud.
Wow, this superhero super sucks at the sucker punch.
Wonder how Buffman's going to tackle the big balls.
Hard and fast, baby. Oh yeah!
That was gold.
Would you look at that huge impact this rippling, muscular physique makes on those big balls?
Hang on, are we watching the same guy?
Oh, yeah.
Now Buffman turns the other cheek to face our new obstacle, the ring swing. How does it work, Josh?
OK, well, you simply grab onto the rope, swing across the pool and through the ring onto the platform. Couldn't be easier.
Buffman, on the rope. He leaps. He flies. He slots it straight where it counts. Good job.
OK, are we going to say anything about that twitch of his?
I think it's best we move on.
Yeah, probably good idea.
All right, let's cross to Kelly, who's kicking it old school with our next victim.
Thanks, guys. I'm with Cassandra Gray.
Yo, it's me, a retro rhyming MC. I can hip, I can hop, I can jump, I can squat. This is my shout out. I ain't gonna wipe out. When you see me, all you others gonna hide out.
You can't touch that.
Here to represent Belmont, Victoria is 25-year-old MC Cassie Gray. I've got to say, Josh, she's looking pretty fly.
Word to yo mama, JB. Got to agree with you there, Holmes. In fact, I'd say she's looking straight up biggity booyah.
I got it!
Oh, no. Cassie, straight into the mud.
Far out! I love mud, guys! Ah!
Mud loves you.
What happened there, Josh?
Dropped like a rhyme by them whack topple towers. Cassie is moshing in the mud pools for hours.
That's awful. MC Cassie with the top down and headed for the sucker punch.
For shizzle, Snoop, Jimmy Jim. You know, now might be a good time to start beatboxing. I'm gonna knock you out. Huh, sucker punch, knock you out.
Ow, straight to the head.
I really must apologise.
All right, don't hate the player, Brayshaw. Hate the game. Yo, DJ Kelly, let's spin our next contestant.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm here with Tony Leone. Tony, you're a bit of a mover and shaker.
Yes, I'm a professional dancer.
Tony's been dancing for 30 years.
Cha-cha-cha!
And he likes wearing short shorts.
And it looks like his favourite film is strictly ballroom.
In tango, you can just, as you move, you can just like do a T-A-N-G-O. Put that one over, like that, spin it out, and then spin.
Oh!
And back under. That was great.
That's a bit close for comfort.
Tango Tony now dancing his way onto the topple towers in what looks like a rumba, but he's ended up on his bumba. As we know, Josh, this dancing caper's harder than it looks.
Not really. It's simply 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 2, 2, and dip. Perfect.
Tango Tony now bouncing across our big ballroom.
And it's heel, toe, face plant, and dip. Tango Tony really loves that dip, doesn't he?
All right, so how'd the rest of the field fare on the big balls?
for Wipeout. He may need some help. Is there a nurse in the house?
As a matter of fact, there is. Meet South Australian Irene Frangoulis.
So you're a nurse?
Yeah. I'm the one that picks up all the grotty bits that are left over.
You do what?
Pick up the grotty bits that are left over.
So the bits that are removed?
Yeah, all the extra bits of tissue.
Yummy.
And if Nurse Irene is looking for grotty bits, she's come to the right place.
Back on duty, Nurse Irene is set to administer herself once more to the towers. But she slips and injects herself into the mud pool.
Yes, all her vitals are looking good at this point, but a sudden rush of blood to the head has her laid up in emergency. Oh dear, we may need to operate.
Now down with Kelly's our next contestant, Gail DaCosta.
Now, I love your wings. You're like a little Tinkerbell.
I know, aren't I pretty?
Do you like pretty things?
Yeah, I love pretty things. Jewellery, bikinis, flowers and pretty perfume. And I'm pretty.
Yes, she is. I love the wings. You know, she does kind of look like Tinkerbell.
If only we had a wicked witch for this fairy tale.
Meet Emma Connolly.
I'll get you, Kelly. And your little obstacle course, too.
Oh, Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
And so our story begins. Once upon a time, there was a sweet little fairy called Tinkerbell.
You've got to be kidding me.
Tinkerbell lived in the magical land of Wipeout. But so did the Wicked Witch. And the Wicked Witch hated pretty things, especially pretty fairies.
I'm pretty.
Fly, Tinkerbell, fly like the wind. The Wicked Witch is coming.
Please stop.
So Tinkerbell, using her fairy wings, glided magically across the enchanted topple towers to safety. But the Wicked Witch pulled out her broomstick and...
flew about 2 feet before crashing into the mud.
All right, James, you're not even trying. But Tinkerbell was not out of danger yet. No, she now had to make it through the Sucker Punch swamp.
Oh, please.
Watch out, Tinkerbell. Oh no, too late.
Maybe we could throw another fairy in there and get the two of them to wrestle. Now, that's my idea of a fairy tale.
Okay, now I'm going to ignore that, JB. Meanwhile, the Wicked Witch was closing in fast.
Fast? She's bombed.
Well, then she uses a speed spell. Yeah.
Speed spell, you sped that up. Wicked Witch, now on. And off. Enjoying yet another spell in the mud.
Hubble, bubble, boil, and trouble.
Oh, that potion's strong enough to wake up Sleeping Beauty.
Now that's the spirit, James.
Tinkerbell now. Sucking up the fairy dust as she prepares to frolic through the magical mushroom field.
She flew like a little Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell spreading her delicate wings, flapping, flipping, and finally flopping daintily into the drink.
Could be the last roll of the dice for the Wicked Witch if she wants to catch Tinkerbell. What's her strategy, Josh?
Well, the Wicked Witch will transform the big balls into lily pads. Then, disguising herself as a toad, she'll leap across onto the other side.
There's the leap. There's the lake. Tinkerbell, now onto her final obstacle.
Geronimo!
The moat of misery, James.
She nails the perfect happy ending for a fairy tale. As for the Wicked Witch, this has got to be her last chance to make it through to the next round.
And so our story comes to an end. Tinkerbell lived to fly another day with a competitive time that just might get her through to the next round. As for the Wicked Witch, well, the only thing she'll be going through is drive-through on her way home from Wipeout.
Thanks for the story, Josh.
My pleasure, James. Would you like me to turn out the light now?
Yes, please. Josh, can you maybe turn the light back on?
Oui?
No, just wanted to tell people to stick around. There'll be plenty more Wipeout after the break. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia, where the qualifier has stripped our field faster than a plague of locusts. Remember, only 12 will move on for a chance at winning the $20,000.
Yeah, half the field may have gone, damn locusts, but there's still half to go. So, who does the Wipeout course have in its sights next?
It's South Australian Dan Ryan.
Rare breed! Why rare breed, James?
We told Kelly earlier.
Dan, I'm told you're a bit of a rare breed.
Well, yes, I am left-handed and I'm a redhead, and that's pretty unique in this world today.
So there's the panda, the white rhino, and Dan.
Oh, yeah. He's going to smash it.
Oh, that poor delusional man.
The rare breed, Dan Ryan, making his way along the highway to the endangered zone. Oh, massive stack for the breed.
That was spectacular.
And here we see the endangered rare breed in full flight. This curious primate, distantly related to the orangutan, is one of only six remaining in the wild.
The rare breed now creating his own luck on the sucker punch wall. Gonna have to look out for those low blows.
Ginger nut biscuit, anyone?
Maybe later. Meanwhile, rare breed may make it all the way.
He's done it.
The breed fighting for his very survival. And it's looking good.
Ooh, that doesn't look so good.
Could this be the end for the rare breed?
Once they roamed this land in their thousands. Today, only one survives.
Rare breed!
But you can help. Your donation could save this shy, misunderstood creature from extinction. Call 1-800-BLOODNUT today, before it's too late. Oh, no, sorry, he made it. My bad. He's fine.
Oh, that was fun.
Next up, parking cop Meredy Canduff. You know, Josh, parking cops get a bad rap, but here's one that's out to prove they're not all mean-spirited painmongers.
Do you have a message for all of those people you've written tickets to?
So sad, too bad. If you can't read the sign, not my problem.
Parking cop wasting no time on the wall. And big hit to the box. Sends her flying into the mud pit.
Parking cop entering a no standing zone, ignores the sign.
You can't read the sign, not my problem.
And as a consequence, has her ticket punched.
So sad, too bad.
Over and over and over again.
All right, Josh, I think that's enough.
And again.
Come on, Mel, I think she's had enough.
Okay. And again. You better move it, parking cop. That's a no crawling zone.
Righto, stop it. Now, I gotta ask, what's with the green hair?
Well, kids, that's what happens when you don't eat your carrots.
Can't really see, but it doesn't matter.
It matters, all right.
Oh! She didn't see that coming.
Well, let's see it again. And from another angle.
Come on, man, give her a break.
Ooh, that is a great idea. Sorry, parking cop, I'm gonna have to write your ticket. That's a no swimming zone.
So sad, too bad.
Rock and roll! Yeah!
Taking centre stage now, wannabe rock star Nick Cushion.
For those about to rock, the rock star salutes you.
Wow! Yeah! Yeah! Wow!
And it's a long way to the top if you want to rock the big balls.
All right, here we go, in the water.
The rock star hits number 1, and there's number 2.
Wow!
Hey, he's holding on.
Yeah!
But not for long, as he slips out of the charts.
Back on his feet, Rockstar takes on the donut swing.
Rock and roll, or in his case, rock and roll.
Oh, man! What was that?
Now that's worthy of an encore. Rockstar decides to keep going and head backstage for a nice refreshing dip.
But with a time of 2:47, the Rockstar's probably done enough to play an encore in the next round, leaving his mark on the big balls of fame for all to admire.
Wow!
Thank you very much.
Here are some of the other characters who made their mark on the Topple Towers.
That's gotta hurt.
Now making her way to the sucker punch wall is Renee Gadd. Now, Josh, Renee's an astrologer and her star sign is Aries. What do the stars have in store for Renee?
Aries. An unexpected surprise could prove unsettling. But as the full moon approaches, a period of success is forecast.
Well, let's just see if your prediction comes true, Josh, as astrologer Renee Gadd takes on the ring swing. By the rings of Saturn, she makes it! Unbelievable! Any other predictions, Josh Stradamus?
Yes, James, I predict Renee will go through to the next round.
Now making his way onto the donut swing is Angus Ingram, a 25-year-old fishing enthusiast from Victoria.
And Fish Fingers looking a little worried as he scales the steps and prepares to cast himself at the ring swing.
Fish Fingers safely back to shore, although he almost lost his block. But he held onto his tackle.
And as we know, James, every fisherman loves to brag. How big is it, Fish Fingers?
That's what I call a fisherman's tail. Now let's get down and take a look at what Kelly's landed.
Now, your brother and sister, you're from a big family. Who's going to win today?
Me, for sure.
Are you going to beat your big brother?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
There is no chance.
Drop
There
and
is
roll,
no
drop and roll.
chance you are beating me.
May the best sibling win.
Thank you. And it's me.
Brother Luke on the left, sister Bella on the right, with bragging rights on the line in this battle of the siblings. And there's no splitting them as they make their way to the topple towers. The siblings now tumbling on the towers in pretty much the same spot.
And although they don't know it yet, their mum informs me that the loser will be written out of the will.
But it's Brother Luke who stands tall first as he makes his way onto the sucker punch wall.
Brother Luke rates himself as a boxer. This is his shout-out.
Bob and weave, bob and weave.
Oh, and a hit to the jaw sends him to the canvas.
Bob and weave, more like duck and run.
Sister Bella onto the wall. And a big hit in the kisser stops her in her tracks, followed by another one. She's stunned, but she's still in it.
Meanwhile, Brother Luke at the big balls, launching, leaping and landing in the water.
And free of the mud and hot in his heels, Sister Bella.
What was her shout-out again?
Jump and roll!
More like drop and flop.
This battle of the siblings is going down to the wire. Now, if Brother Luke makes the ring swing cleanly, Sister Bella will be washing his gym shorts for the next year. He shoots! He misses!
Now that leaves the door open for Sister Bella. If she makes this, Brother Luke has promised to stop reading her diary and telling everyone what's in it.
She shoots. She's in! She's out! So close! Victory to Brother Luke in the battle of the siblings.
But the good news for Sister Bella is that she's done enough to make it into the next round.
And joining them will be dance instructor tango Tony Leone, fairy Tinkerbell Gail DaCosta,
also Angus Fish Fingers Ingram and Buffman Shannon Fowler. Oh yeah.
And they will face off against the sweeper.
And this time, it's got balls.
Welcome back to Wipeout Australia. James Brayshaw with Josh Lawson, and we've narrowed our field from 20 to 12 in our qualifying round. So let's get to the leaderboard and see who's left. Still in the running is the astrologer Renee Gadd, the rock star Nick Cushion, and the nurse Irene Frangoulis.
Also still in the hunt, the rare breed Dan Ryan, Angus Fish Fingers Ingram, and parking cop Meredy Canduff.
Now it's time to turn these 12 into 6, and we're going to do this with the one-armed bandit we call the sweeper. Now, in the past, we've seen the sweeper crush the spirits of contestants with its single-fisted fury. This time, we've decided to up the ante and double the fun. Behold, the Crusher.
Why the Crusher, James?
Well, the Crusher is a two-arm sweeper. With every rotation, the arms get tighter and tighter.
You're a sick man, Brayshaw.
But as an added bonus, we've given this Crusher some balls.
So it's a ball crusher? Get some help.
The rules of the sweeper are the same. 12 start, but only the last 6 standing will make it through to the last round. The very last person standing gets a $1,000 bonus for their trouble. Let's go down to the sweeper where the trash talk is flying thick and fast.
The pressure's on, Bella. You'll be out of the family. You'll be out of the family if you're going down.
Bella, you need your older brother to hold your hand.
All you South Australians out there, you suck. I want to see you in the water right now.
Fish Fingers still bragging about how big it is.
Tango is for girls!
And the rare breed giving it to Tango Tony, who's not impressed.
Siren sounds and we're underway.
Yeah,
Oh, and already the astrologer almost landing on her Sagittarius. Wonder if that was in a horoscope.
The ball-crushing sweeper saying how do you do to our field on its first pass. But after this, it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, and parking cop bumped and just hanging on, but we've lost our first. It's Will McKinnon.
Yes, we see the parking cop having a bumper tickled, but it's Will McKinnon who exits first.
He was probably terrified of our ball crusher as it continues on its merry way looking for more victims.
And James, I'm delighted to report that parking cop is back on her feet. It's good to have you back, parking cop.
Oh, the rock star receiving an ankle tap.
And parking cop down again. And she's in big trouble as she hangs on for dear life.
But the party's over for the rock star as he checks out.
He lived hard, he played hard. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
No time for sentiment now, Josh, as we see the parking cop back on her feet again and clearing the bar.
Buffman looking strong, as does Tango Tony.
Oh, this is the toughest sweeper to date as the bar inches closer and closer together. And, the astrologer takes a hit and she's down. And the parking cop's down as well. This time she's out.
Yeah, the astrologer caught stargazing, but extra points for creating the sign of the crab before crashing out. That's impressive. And then parking cop, with 2 flat tyres, face plants the pole, then fails to activate her airbags on impact. Let's see that again. And again.
And not this time, Lawson, as the sweeper continues.
And again.
That's enough, you maniac. The sweeper continuing now, and Fairy Tinkerbell's taken a huge hit. She's down.
It appears that Tinkerbell's wings were clipped as we see her smacking face first into the pole and biting the fairy dust.
She looked like she face planted pretty hard, Josh. Do you think she's going to be okay?
She'll be fine. She may just look a little different.
As the ball crusher continues.
6, yes!
Oh, actually, it's 7, Buffman, and the next one out leaves the competition. And it sounds like Sister Bella's in a bit of trouble.
That's right. Sounds like Sister Bella's lost all confidence.
Sister Bella's been collected by the pole, and she's taken out her brother as they travel to another pole. He's upside down, hanging on. But she's gone, and he manages to stay on the pole. He's safe. Unbelievable.
This is amazing, as Sister Bella's carried by the pole into the path of her brother Luke, who then manages to hang on upside down as they travel to another pole. She falls, he stays in the game. Absolutely incredible.
That means we now have our 6 who'll go through to the next round.
Yes, James, and they are Tango Tony, Nurse Irene, Buffman, Rare Breed, Fish Fingers, and Brother Luke.
Now we see the ball crusher whacking remaining contestants over the head. And Brother Luke gets hit. He's off balance and he's out.
Well, he's probably feeling bad about dropping his sister out of the game.
5 left in the sweeper. Last person standing takes home a grand. Nurse Irene collected. Oh, great work by the Fingers, but the breed's gone.
We have got to look at that again. We see here Nurse Irene catching a bad dose of polfluenza. Fish Fingers, however, full of omega-3, manages to clear successfully, but not the Rare Breed, whose body had no defence against this virus.
As we continue with one of the best sweepers ever witnessed. And it's Fish Fingers, almost losing his block and tackle, but managing to stay alive. Buffman shaken, but not deterred. Fish Fingers hit again and struggling. And Buffman's hit and going down.
The Buffman want to see a replay?
Oh, yeah.
Does the Buffman want to see it again?
No way.
Only 2 remain. Tango Tony looking shaky. But Fish Fingers is down.
Fish Fingers casting, catching, then tossing himself back into the water.
That leaves Tango Tony as our winner.
Tango Tony! For the win!
He wins the $1,000 and heads through to the next round. What's he going to do with the cash, Josh?
We'll hopefully buy some trousers.
And joining Tango Tony will be the Buffman Shannon Fowler, as well as Angus Fish Fingers Ingram.
Also through is our nurse Irene Frangoulis and Brother Luke Leone, as well as the Rare Breed Dan Ryan.
And after the break, we'll send these 6 spinning off into a world of confusion as we strap them into the dizzy dump. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia, where 6 survivors from the sweeper remain in the hunt for the Wipeout Championship and the $20,000 prize.
That's right, James, and they are the Rare Breed Dan Ryan, Nurse Irene Frangoulis, and dance instructor Tango Tony Leone.
Also through is Angus Fish Fingers Ingram, Buffman Shannon Fowler, and in a surprise twist, Brother Luke Leone has retired from the competition, leaving his place to be filled by the next in line from the sweeper, who incredibly just happens to be his sister Bella.
And they'll all be facing the Dizzy Dummy, which I like to think of as a kind of medieval makeover machine that does your hair and rebags your lunch at the same time.
As we see, the Dizzy Dummy getting underway, giving our contestants a glimpse of their first obstacle, the pole vault. The first one successfully across the poles goes straight into the wipeout zone.
Unfortunately, the rest have to spin again and then take on a new obstacle, the donut run.
And we've coated each donut with super slick grease, so expect plenty of spills.
This happens back and forth between the obstacles until we have our 4 contenders for the wipeout zone.
That's right, Josh, as we see our medieval merry-go-round going about its work. All right, release the dummies. And it's Tango Tony away first. The Rare Breed crab walking sideways, but it's Tango Tony easily across the first pole vault.
Probably thinks it's a limbo pole.
Out of nowhere comes Buffman, but it's too little too late as Tango Tony hits the line to head straight into the wipeout zone.
Look here, James, we see Tango Tony looking to engage Buffman as his dance partner for the victory jig, but he's happy to settle for a solo cha-cha-cha.
Now it's back to the dizzy dummies for another dose of nausea in preparation for our new obstacle, the donut run.
And James, look at Buffman's intensity. Super buff, super focused, super nauseous.
Whatever he did, it's worked as Buffman hits the turbos, leaving the field scrambling in his wake. Oh, but he's got a little bit too much zip in the engine as he, and for that matter all the rest, slip off the super slippery donuts. Sister Bella, first back on her feet and deciding to opt for the taking it one donut at a time approach.
And this is our first look at Nurse Irene on donut number 1. That was, of course, until Buffman decided to use her as a buffer.
All's fair in love and wipeout, Josh. Buffman moving on and now getting cosy with Sister Bella. In fact, he's using her for leverage in preparation for his jump.
It's nice to see the chivalry's not dead.
Oh, Buffman comes up short again.
Use those long legs, Bella.
But at the opposite end of the scale, we see Sister Bella getting back on her feet. But she's tripped over her feet and fallen off.
There was a touch of the Tango Tonys in that footwork.
Nurse Irene back out of casualty now, but again Buffman bumps her in the bumper and she's not happy about it. Leaving the course wide open for Buffman as he measures his jumps. He's looking very good now.
He's calling upon all his reserves of buffness before unleashing Hyper Buff.
Buffman joins Tango Tony in the wipeout zone.
Oh, yeah! Yes!
Leaving the 4 remaining contestants to battle it out for the last 2 spots as the dizzy dummy spins again.
Nurse Irene looking like she's about to dial 000. And isn't the rare breed enjoying himself?
Siren sounds, and thank God for that as they head back to the pole vaults. Fish Fingers looking a little green around the gills. Nurse Irene struggling, but Fish Fingers is across first.
And here comes the rare breed.
Too late, because Fish Fingers has fried the field and he's through to the wipeout zone. That means there's only 1 spot left for a shot at the 20K as the dummy takes our final 3 for one last spin.
And this time it's Nurse Irene out of the blocks first and onto the floating donut.
She's now joined by Sister Bella and the rare breed.
James, it's looking like Gilligan's Island down there, which I guess makes the rare breed Ginger.
Nurse Irene in the lead. Oh, she falls miles short.
Sister Bella now. Can she use those long limbs to her advantage this time? Oh, no!
The rare breed all on his lonesome. On to the second donut, the breed. Measures it. And then he's onto the third donut. 1 left. Onto the platform. Hanging on.
So that's how they breed.
Oh no, he's off the breed! Now, he'll remain on the endangered list as a weary Nurse Irene's having another crack.
But Sister Bella puts that to an end. It's got to be curtains for Nurse Irene.
Yep, this is a 2-horse race between Sister Bella and the rare breed for the final spot in the wipeout zone. Sister Bella makes it to the final donut. Here comes the breed! Oh, he's off! Oh no! He overshoots and finds himself back in the rare gene pool. Oh, our competitors look spent out there, Josh. Have they got anything left in the tank?
Well, Nurse Irene's back in the fish tank.
Oh, look at that. Sister Bella's made it to the final platform.
Hanging on! Sister Bella digging deep as she hangs on to the edge of that platform. Can she make it through, James?
Oh, here comes a determined rare breed. He's charging from the back, fighting for his very survival. Is it too late for the endangered species?
It may not be. Here he comes. He's moving fast.
Oh!
It's a big leap from the breed as he clears Sister Bella. The determined Bella is up on her feet.
Oh, she pushes the breed aside and busts her way through to the wipeout zone. What an amazing finish.
Sister Bella stepped over the breed like a praying mantis.
Yes! Yes!
Now, as Sister Bella celebrates, let's take a moment as we say goodbye to Nurse Irene. And it's also a sad, sad goodbye to the shy and misunderstood rare breed, who now joins the Tasmanian tiger and the dodo, a species who are gone but not forgotten. Goodbye, rare breed.
So, Sister Bella Leone moves through to the wipeout zone to join Angus Fish Fingers Ingram, Buffman Shannon Fowler, and Tango Tony Leone.
And those four will now face off in our ultimate challenge, fighting it out for $20,000 in the Wipeout Zone. That's coming up right after the break.
Welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
Well, we started with 20 bold and bizarre contestants. Now we're down to just 4.
And those 4 want just one thing, the $20,000 grand prize.
But we're not running a charity here, JB. If they want the cash, they need to get into the zone, the Wipeout Zone.
It starts with a dive down killer surf and a bounce up the barrel run for the chance to slip by our water wall.
Then they take their turn on the spinner, a dash across the rolling log, and finally a big bounce over the launch pads to the finish.
The first contestant to brave the Wipeout Zone is a real Cinderella story. Let's head to the top of the course where Sister Bella Leone is staring down killer surf.
Oh my God, Mum, Dad, friends, love you. If I die, can you feed the cat? Remember to feed the cat.
It's been an emotional day for the Leone family. Bella and her brother Luke both made it by our qualifier course. Next, these siblings clashed, literally, on the sweeper. Then Big Brother dropped out, giving his little sister a shot on the dizzy dummy, and Bella made the most of her second chance.
Are you serious?
Yes, we are. Sister Bella, off down killer surf. This week they're doing it on a lilo.
James, I get the feeling Bella found her dip in the pool not that refreshing.
Oh my God!
Up to the barrels. Bella's got a real edge with this obstacle. Those long legs seem to make an unfair advantage.
Well, don't blame her, James. Blame her parents.
Have a look at her go.
Mayday!
Makes it very safely to the top at a mayday call. She makes her way onto the water wall.
I'm absolutely loving the frog manoeuvre she's going with here.
Yes, so far it's effective. She makes her way across the thinnest of ledges with water bucketing down on her from above. Sister Bella finally makes it, but the clock is ticking. She needs to really move on the spinner.
That's it there. Right there, baby.
Well, at least she knows where it is. Now she just needs to hop on.
And she's on! And getting ready for a jump at the platform. Sister Bella jumps and too much into the drink and a long, tiring swim back to the platform for take 2.
I think she should have used the frog manoeuvre.
You go, Bella.
Lining up her second attempt. She goes high again. No problem staying on. Most people, Josh, spin right off the spinner.
Well, actually, James, most people aren't crazy enough to even get on the spinner in the first place. It's just our contestants that usually fly right off.
Can she land it?
Yes, Kelly, she can with ease. She's on the platform and staring down the rolling log. Sister Bella.
I don't know how to do this, hey?
Small steps, big legs, nothing. She's in the drink.
No, I don't think short steps is the way to go with such long legs, James.
Oh, she's going to have another crack at it. Going. Oh, no! Second time down.
Come on, freaking go!
Sister Bella. Third attempt across the log, and she gets there.
Oh, that was close.
Commentating her own run. She's ready for a jump at the platforms. She's onto the first. Sizes up the second. This is a very tired lady. She's on. Gathers herself for one last go at the platform. And she's on. Hit the buzzer, Bella. 8 minutes, 42 seconds.
And Sister Bella strikes the Warriors pose. Strike that. Make that the Warriors nap.
Somebody call an ambulance. 911.
Well, while we get Bella some oxygen, our next contestant is on the starting line. Angus Fish Fingers Ingram's fired up. Let's see how he reeled himself into the Wipeout Zone.
Fish Fingers sized up our qualifier quickly, but really hooked us with his remarkable leap over Nurse Irene on the sweeper. And let's not forget his dashing escape from the dizzy dummy. Now he's about to cast himself into rough waters in the Wipeout Zone.
Down killer surf. Oh, a bit of flying fish finger action there. Bang! Big landing fingers. Up the barrels. Over nicely. Number 2. Then the third. Making hard work of it. The fourth barrel. Oh! Fingers headbutts the barrel.
Fish fingers just turned into a flathead. JB, any more barrels and Angus might be sleeping with the fishes. Look at him, he's tiptoeing like he doesn't want to wake the folks downstairs.
All right, let's see how Fish Fingers handles the water wall.
Taking his time, but then again, he is a fish out of water.
Yep, like the salmon swimming upstream, slow but steady. Fish Fingers making it across the water wall. Now he's got to face the spinner.
He's already puffing like a pufferfish before he's even tried the spinner, James.
Fish Fingers jumps nice and high and spins. Oh! Nothing to hold on to.
The spinner is a slippery sucker, James.
He's back for a second try.
He's seriously puffing.
He goes high again. This time, he clings on. Can he stay on?
He's hanging on by his fingernails.
He has a problem now because he has his back to the platform.
I have never seen anything like this before.
The reverse spin and makes it.
That is the most spectacular spinner land I have ever seen.
Let's go to the replay, Josh, because we have never seen a move like this on the show before.
Fish Fingers flying tail first out of the fry pan and landing on the dinner plate.
At the rolling log now and making very good time. Too fast and off the end.
Fish Fingers with some fancy footwork, but finishing up with the river dance.
But he did complete the challenge, so his time is still strong. He's at the launch pads now, looking absolutely buggered. He's down to one. Building for the bounce. Up to the second. And over the top.
Straight over the top.
Well, Fish Fingers should know that Wipeout is a catch and release zone, James.
He needs to focus now.
Sister Bella's time looking very shaky here.
He's on the first one. Nice and easy up to the second this time.
Pacing himself.
Just got to put the finishing touches on it. Hit the buzzer, big boy. 7 minutes, 19 seconds. Fish Fingers in first place. Sister Bella, sayonara.
But he hasn't caught the big one yet. Two tough contestants are still to come. Tango Tony and...
Buffman!
Who will get the $20,000? The answer's next on Wipeout Australia.
Welcome back to the tear-jerking, heartwarming conclusion of Wipeout Australia.
Yes, we're halfway through our Wipeout zone and Angus Fish Fingers Ingram has taken the top spot from Sister Bella Leone.
We still have two competitors to go, so who's up next, James?
Josh, it's a man who needs no introduction.
I'm Buffman. Oh, yeah. Buffman.
Buffman Shannon Fowler has been a force to be feared all day. He did backflips to impress us on the qualifier, grabbed third place on the sweeper, and even had the buff stuff on the dizzy duck.
Yeah, well, now he needs to put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess it's our money, actually. $20,000 to be exact.
The Buffman's off and he launches on the lie-low. Look at the distance in the air for the little man. Now he's up the barrel run. A trip, a slip.
I always hated this level on Donkey Kong.
They're coming at him quickly now. Over he goes. He's at the top. And on to the water wall. You've got to figure here, Josh, that his thin frame's going to help him.
And I think you've got to remember, James, he is a buff man. Oh, yeah.
Buff man, hanging on by his buffed fingernails.
Can the buff man do it?
He certainly can, as he somehow manages to get his buff bot across the wall. Now the fun starts at the spinner. There's the jump. Clinging on.
Not looking good.
Sliding off. Let's see how Buffman takes it the second time round. This time he's on. Finds a pole and props himself up.
Listen to that. Buffman sounding more like Puffman right now.
For the platform jump. He's on. Buffman flying right now. To the rolling log. He charges at the beam and hits hard at the end.
He's done it. The Buffman has done it.
Buffman applying the heat to Fish Fingers' time. 2 launch pads to go. And, oh, no! How many times have we said it, Josh? You can't do 2 launch pads at the one time.
Schoolboy error, JB. Remember, he's only 23 kilos soaking wet. And he is soaking wet right about now.
I think he'll dial down this next jump. He's onto the first platform. Very, very cautious as he gets onto the second. Now to the finishing platform. He smacks the buzzer. The time is 6 minutes, 17 seconds. He beats Fish Fingers by a full minute. So only one contestant can stop the buff man, and that's Tango Tony Leone.
Tony showed off some smooth moves to get to the wipeout zone. He had some happy feet skipping through the qualifier. Showed us he could leap by winning on the spinner.
Tango Tony for the win!
And gave us his best spin move by also getting first place on the dizzy dump. So will Tango Tony put the moves on the wipeout zone? We're about to find out.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos. I thought Tony was Italian.
Tango Tony looking good on Killer Surf. Oh! Hits the water like a torpedo. Heading up barrel run. Little slip. Oh,
dear. Italian, Spanish? Now we've got to pardon his French.
He's making great time in any language though, Josh. Already to the water wall.
I can see Kelly's down with Buff Man, who's keeping a very close eye on his competition.
He's very quick on the wall there.
He is, he's killing it. I'm scared.
Super buff, super scared.
At the spinner, Tango Tony off to a great start. He jumps. He's on. And taking no chances, he grabs the top post.
Little do-si-do as he changes partners there.
Getting ready to jump.
Oh! Man! Oh, the neck snap. Ouch! Oh, spinner 1, Tony zip.
Tango Tone losing some steam. He cannot afford one mistake from here. He's on. And sizing up the platform landing. He makes it.
He's landed it.
There's no timeout for Tony. He needs to make up valuable seconds here.
At the rolling log. The quick step needed. Yes. No. Gone.
His Tango didn't help him there, did it?
Last roll of the dice for Tango Tony. He has to make this. No!
That's it. Time's up for Tango Tony, and that means tonight's winner is Buffman.
You are tonight's winner of Wipeout Australia, $20,000.
This is one very strange cat.
Let's hope he's donating those trousers to Tango Tony. What can you say?
The stage is set.
Wipeout champion, baby!
20 men and women from across Australia are about to compete in the most outrageous obstacle course this country's ever seen. Those tough enough will endure breathtaking spills, spectacular tumbles, and incredible falls.
Ready, big boss!
Only the fastest and strongest 4 will survive and take a shot at $20,000. But to claim the cash and achieve ultimate glory, they'll have to overcome the biggest obstacle of their lives, the Wipeout Zone, the final step to $20,000. The epic competition begins right now. This is Wipeout Australia. Hello, Australia. I'm James Brayshaw here with my main man, Josh Lawson.
Welcome, everyone, to the show with thrills, spills and motion sickness pills. 20 ordinary Aussies and some not so ordinary compete for $20,000.
It all starts with our all-ball qualifier course. This week we've got the dirty balls, our sucker punch wall, the famous big balls.
And as if those aren't big enough, we've got the giant ball swing.
Only the top 12 move on to the next round. The other 8 are knocked out.
Sometimes literally.
Our first contestant is on the starting line.
Radical!
This wild child spoke to the third member of our broadcast team, Kelly Landry.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm here with Alison Wallace. Alison, I like your outfit. Who are you representing today?
Lawn Bowls Association of New South Wales. Woo!
So it's very white, pristine and clean outfit you've got going on there. How do you think that's going to go on the course?
It'll be fine because no mud will be getting to this nice white ensemble.
Alison's from Maryland in New South Wales, and at just 22, she proves that lawn bowling's not just for senior citizens. I've got to say, white, not the best choice for the dirty balls.
Are your ears painted on today, JB? Remember, Alison has a foolproof plan for our first obstacle.
It'll be fine because no mud will be getting to this nice white ensemble.
Time for plan B, I guess.
I have never seen a lady bowler do a striptease before.
Yeah, that'd be a whole different kind of club, James.
All right, let's see what tactics she tries with the sucker punch wall.
It'll be fine because no mud will be getting to this nice white ensemble.
Tactics? That's simple, James. Oh, some baking soda should get that right up.
Our lady bowler approaching the big balls. This could be her chance to get those whites clean again.
This is harder than it looks. Oh my God.
Drum roll, please. Oh, thank you.
Ooh. No, I have to see that again. Look at this. Alison gives 100% of herself to this fall. Feet, bum, back, shoulders, neck, and head. Truly a total wipeout.
Go, Alison!
Can she bring that same commitment to the ball swing?
This doesn't look that hard.
All right, Alison going for a slide move. Ooh, no doubt a dirty day for our lady bowler, Josh.
James, you'll be happy to know that all of today's contestants receive a free carton of Wipeomatic Big Ball Concentrate. If you want to annihilate your whites and nullify those brights, you'll be ecstatic with Wipeomatic. James, what's that sound? Is that your stomach growling?
No, that's our next contestant. Kelly's down with him now.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Kane Broderick. Kane, I really like your outfit.
Let me just stop you there. You're not talking to Kane Broderick, you're talking to Mikey Broderick, Australian wrestling superstar, Guns of Steel, and to be future Wipeout champion of the world.
Well, good luck to you today.
I don't need luck.
Wipeout champion, baby!
From the Australian Capital Territory, weighing 220 pounds, Mikey Broderick.
And his opponent, 4 dirty balls.
Oh!
That was a body slam if I ever saw one.
The dirty ball's just the same as pro wrestling. The outcome's always predetermined, but people happy to watch it for hours.
That's right, Gorilla.
No, I'm James.
Made in China, weighing 6 tons, the 22-gloved heavyweight champion of the world, the Sucker Punch Wall. Whoa.
And Mikey ends up mud wrestling again.
The Sucker Punch goes low, but as usual, the referee was distracted, so the fall counts. I can't believe that, Jesse.
No, I'm James.
Now, this is a handicap match scheduled for 1 fall. Weighing a measly 100 pounds, yet undefeated today, the Big Balls. Balls. Let's get her ready to stumble.
Oh, man. I wonder what was going through his head.
Mikey making his way up to the top rope. He lays a flying body press on the ball swing and scores!
Slanted it!
And if we pause it right here, we can see his impression of Atlas holding up the world.
Number 1, baby, Mikey!
Here he is, your winner, people, Mikey Broderick.
They are some pretty bloody big guns.
All right, try to focus, Kelly. It's time for our next contestant, and I hope you brought your sunglasses.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Stephen Arbella. Stephen, what's your favourite colour?
My favourite colour is fluoro green.
So, Stephen, you're a bingo caller.
Oh, yes, Kelly. People might see me around in bingo halls calling 66, clickety-click, 2 big ladies, 88, and unlucky for some, 13.
Well, this should be child's play for Bingo Steve. This is an all-ball qualifier.
Yep, he'll feel right at home on today's course.
You better believe it, big fella.
Come on. Which one's 13?
Have a guess. Bingo! I'll take the $10 gift voucher in the meat tray, thanks. Lucky 74. If you like big balls, here's some more.
Bring on the big ball!
Big will get me through!
I want to at least try and step on number 2.
Now, this is Sam Gaskell from Engadine, New South Wales. He works at an IT help desk.
IT help desk, this is Sam.
Yeah, is that you, Sam? Hi, my CPU just got dumped at 6 terabytes of mud. What do you suggest, mate? That anti-sucker punch program just isn't working.
I'm stuffed. Sam really stuffed leading up to the big balls. Nobody's made it across them all day. Him included.
Play it again, Sam. JB, look at that bounce. He tries to reboot, but just tears up his software.
Who have you got for us now, Kelly?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Kirsten Stewart. You are looking beautiful today. You've got a great outfit on. Give us a little turn around. Turn around. Now, what do you do for a living?
I have a guess.
I'm a defensive tactics and firearms instructor for Victoria Police.
What?
I'm a defensive tactics and firearms instructor for Victoria Police.
Wow, my guess was way off.
Kirsten's from Keilor Downs in Victoria.
Kirsten, please police me.
Down, boy.
Our pretty pink policewoman ready to detain those dirty derelict balls.
Yeah, I think they got off with a caution.
James, do you mind if we go back to the interview for just a tick?
Sure. Why is that?
Give us a little turn around.
You know, I think I got pulled over by that woman once.
Yeah, right. Time for some unarmed combat at the sucker punch wall.
Oh, officer down. Call for backup.
I can't imagine why anyone would want to do this.
It might have something to do with $20,000.
What are you going to do with the money if you win today?
Go buy a helicopter. That's my goal.
Oh, the money. Well, I do need a new car.
I'm going to spend it all on myself.
I'll probably just buy a new computer.
Or a speedboat. Either way.
Is it cash?
I am going to have the best disco in town. Buddy! Woo!
Probably gamble it.
What are you going to do with the money if you win?
And a big steak.
Finally, here's a guy with a more philosophical approach.
I'm here with Surati Lee. Surati, do you have a philosophy for today?
Yes, today is about balance, physically and spiritually.
So what's your motto today?
My motto is I am going to kick the hell out of Wipeout.
Surati Lee is from Sydney's Sutherland Shire and a practitioner of Taekwondo, although he's hitting this course with all the agility of a ninja.
He's hitting the dirty balls kamikaze style.
Josh, Surati's Indonesian, kamikazes are Japanese.
Yeah, well, so are ninjas, Mr. I know everything about Asia.
With his martial arts skills, Surati should blitz it at the sucker punch wall.
Assuming he can actually get there. This could take a while. Why don't we go to a break?
Good idea, Josh. Back with more after this. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia, where the action continues in our qualifier. 20 challengers go in, only 12 make it out and on to the next round.
And in the end, there can be just one, walking away with $20,000.
Before the break, we left martial artist Surati Lee locked in mortal combat with his arch-enemy.
A pool of mud.
This 44-year-old is a Taekwondo enthusiast. I wonder what belt he is.
I'll guess brown, James.
It matters not, as he's about to get the belting of a lifetime on the sucker punch wall. Note the great kung fu face he pulls.
Wow, he makes Steven Seagal look like Carrie Ann Kennel.
Surati now employing an aspect of the great big ball ceremony, bowing in respect to his opponent. And he pounces like a tiger.
And swims like a prawn.
That was a good one.
Ooh, it's a tough landing as Surati ends up swimming in the Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Surati in classic warrior pose now for the ball swing, taking his time to size up the opponent.
Really? I reckon he's just rooted. And it's Crouching Tiger, hidden talent. Very well hidden.
Honourable to the end. He finishes in a time of 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Here's Kelly with Beth Reed, a contestant that makes love and war.
Now, you've invented an awesome game. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's called the Fight Hug. It's violent love. It's where we are these days. It's kind of like you grab them, like it's a bit of a hug, and you got to out-hug them. So if you get them to the ground, that's how you win the Fight Hug.
What's the first rule of Fight Hug?
There are no rules in Fight Hug.
Actually, James, we found the Fight Hug rule book.
Yeah?
And there are rules.
It's Fight Hug time!
First rule of Fight Hug, fight dirty. Second rule of Fight Hug, 22 against 1 is a fair fight. Third rule of Fight Hug. If it's big and red, jump on it. And fourth rule of Fight Hug. Not everything wants to be hugged.
Well, playing by the rules paid off for Beth as she finished with a great time of 3 minutes 10 seconds. That gives her an excellent chance of qualifying.
And right now, here's some people who just love to swing.
Can 24-year-old swim coach Natalie McClan conquer the ball swing?
On your marks, set.
She's away. Looking good. Hey, she's there! Natalie collects gold for Australia in the 25-metre ball swing without even getting wet.
She carried the hopes of a nation on a wing and a ball, James.
Here's a girl with a slightly different type of bling. She spoke to Kelly earlier.
You like to boogie?
I do like to boogie.
So what's your strategy going into the game today?
My strategy, I am going to shake my booty all the way with sparkles and glitter to the end.
Disco Durston approaching the dirty balls.
I think you mean dance floor, James.
No, man, they're dirty balls. Disco Durston now on the big balls.
No, I think you mean mirror balls, James.
What went wrong there, Josh? Was it speed or technique?
No, not at all. I'd have to blame it on the boogie.
Next up is Shane Ellis.
Queenslander!
Shane Ellis proudly representing the Sunshine State
by getting the daylights knocked out of him. The Queenslander up to the ball swing now. Shane set sail.
And... no! He's off!
And he gets marooned in no man's land.
I tell you what, though, the big Queenslander will not give up and nails it on the second try.
Queenslander! And here's Kelly with another Shane. Shane Mann. He's a metrosexual man.
So Shane, talk us through your beauty regime.
Well, it starts off in the morning with a good lengthy shower, shampoo then conditioner, continue on to exfoliate the body. Once I'm out of the shower, I like to put the moisturiser on, make sure the lips are nice and red with the lip gloss, and we go from there.
JB, his last name is Mann, but I'm beginning to wonder.
Well, Josh, we're about to see if he can fight like a man.
And he just added 2 more things to his daily beauty regime. A deep tissue massage, followed by a cleansing mud pack.
Onto the balls. Let's see if he has a manly technique here. Ouch!
Ooh. Well, the metrosexual man gets off to a good start, but then mistakes the third ball for a powder puff and goes in for a touch-up.
This fine figure of a man is Big Bill Fitzgerald from Tamworth.
He's a former bouncer. No, you're not coming in here dressed like that.
Oh, right in the face. Ow.
Big Bill up to the big balls.
Come on, balls!
Ah, what do you know? Turns out he's still a bouncer after all.
Back at the sucker punch, people are being ejected all over the place.
I shouldn't have had a shower this morning.
Next up is compact contestant Ryan Newland.
Looks a bit like Tom Cruise.
Don't you have something to prove today?
Yeah, I'm proving to the world that little people can't just be pushed around by the bigger people.
Who are you doing it for?
The small Aussies.
Show me the money! Even sounds like Tom Cruise.
All right, heading for the dirty balls now. Nice takeoff.
Oh! Crashed and burned on the landing, though. Hey, Maverick, I feel the need for ice.
Let's see how he goes on the next lot.
All right, stand up, Ryan. Come on, stand up. Oh, you are.
Heading towards the sucker punch wall now, and at a compact 3'7", he should be able to duck under those punches easily.
I think he saw all that red towering over him and had a Nicole Kidman flashback.
Now for the balls.
This is going to be better than Mission Impossible. This summer, Ryan Newland is kind of like Tom Cruise. Wipeout Pictures presents One Tiny Man 4 ginormous balls, and the leap that will decide his fate. Mission Impossible 4. Revenge of the Balls. Coming soon to a big screen near you.
Ryan's nearly there, and have a look at his time. This man may be tiny, but he's tearing the course up.
Oh, too bad. He was nearly home. I think his eyes were wide shut there, James.
His final time is 1 minute 31, the second fastest today.
Good things come in small packages.
All right, so Ryan Tom Cruise Newland moves through to the next round among a few good men, including bingo caller Steve Abella and Queenslander Shane Ellis.
Representing the ladies, we find Fight Hug's Beth Reed, Carolyn Disco Durston, and Cop Kirsten Stewart.
Up next, watch us divide 12 by 2. It's double trouble on the sweeper.
As Wipeout Australia continues.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
A show that plays with really big toys.
12 contestants have made it to our next round, including Fight Hug's Beth Reed, swim coach Natalie McClan, and Caroline Disco Durston. Also through are Ryan Tom Cruise Newland, Shane Metro Man, and Big Mikey Broderick.
Well, James, Mikey better get ready because he's about to face the sweeper.
Contestants stand on 3-metre poles and have to jump over the relentless sweeper arm. In the past, you've seen the sweeper in its various incarnations, but this week we're going old school.
Ah, James, it's the way the sweeper was meant to be played. No bells or whistles, just a whirling beam getting higher and faster.
I didn't realise you were such a sweeper purist, Josh.
Sometimes less is more.
Well, the first 6 to topple are out of the comp. The last 6 move on to take a shot at 20 grand.
But they need to keep clearing the sweeper because the last one standing takes home a $1,000 bonus. And James, don't forget the Wipeout Championship title is still up for grabs.
Oh, I think we all know who wants that one.
Mikey from Wipeout Champion, baby! Oh, yeah!
And we're off. The sweeper's on the move.
Go down!
You know, Josh, I'm all for simple, but I like the sweeper when it's got stuff hanging off it.
Just be patient, James. Doesn't take too long for it to get really whirling. Good things take time. And jackpot.
I stand corrected. The sweeper claims its first victim, netball champ Lisa Ellis.
Ooh, look at this. I think she has her sports mixed up. She seems set for the 100-metre dash. On your mark, get set, and you'll win.
So we're down to 11. And there goes Amelia Patamaki.
Wait, who's she?
Remember, she's the stunning personal trainer who tried to take half the mud pit home with her.
Ah, yes. I never forget a pretty face, even when it's completely covered in mud.
Back live, and the sweeper's really steaming.
The sweeper's like the Grim Reaper. You can cheat it with plastic surgery and Botox, but you can't escape the angel of death.
You need a therapist, man. Look out! Policewoman Kirsten Stewart's been taken down.
Oh, this time the cop gets taken down by the perp. And by the perp, I mean the perpendicular pole. And that's a real loss for the show today, James.
Why's that?
No reason.
So now we are 9. Wait, what's happening here? David Nocky Hannock desperately trying to cling on.
Oh no, not David Nocky Hannock. Anyone but David Nocky Hannock.
Why is that?
Well, because I love saying David Nocky Hannock. By the way, James, who is David Nocky Hannock?
He's this guy.
Speed will get me through!
Ah, right. Well, he needed a little more height to get him through here.
Now only 8 remain on the sweeper. 2 to go before we have our finalists.
You are very good with maths, James.
On you whippersnappers, I hope you change your nappies.
The sweeper puts a sock in the mouth of bingo caller Stephen Abella.
The bingo man gets hit fair and square in the legs 11. Draws unlucky for him, 13, and ends with the 22. 2 little ducks, and he joins them in the pool.
7 left now. Make that 6 as there goes Disco Durston.
Disco's dead, man.
Ah, Disco's not dead. It's just waterlogged and out of the game.
That means we have our 6 finalists.
$1,000 is mine, baby!
Including Mikey Broderick, the swim coach, Queenslander, Metro Man, Tom Cruise, and Fight Hugs.
Remember, the last one standing on the sweeper gets $1,000.
Yeah, well, that won't be Beth Fight Hugs Reed.
Well, rule number 5 of Fight Hug. You can't fight gravity.
Down to 5 now. And look at this, synchronised diving.
Ah, yes, the famous mixed pair of McLaren and Mann. The swim coach and Metro Man showing years of practice and coordination. The judges give them a 10, a 10, and a 2. Maybe the Russian judge doesn't like men wearing makeup. The sweeper now going flat out.
Who will it take out next? Queenslander!
The sweeper tries to make the Queenslander feel right at home by giving him some Great Barrier grief.
Yeah, boy! So this leaves us with a fight we always wanted. A real David and Goliath affair. Big Mikey Broderick up against Ryan Tom Cruise Newland.
Yeah! Is that poster to scale? Mikey's got his guns of steel. Ryan's got his... Well, OK, no one said this was going to be a fair fight.
Let's go, Mikey! Mikey's superior height gives him a real edge getting over the sweeper bar.
Hey, don't count Tom Cruise out here. Remember all that practice he got jumping on Oprah's couch?
Yeah, well, my money's still on Mikey.
Well, mine too. That's not the point. This is about pulling for the underdog, standing up for the little guy.
Mikey doesn't need any support. He's cheering for himself. Do you honestly think Ryan can beat Mikey?
No, he's cactus.
I'm amazed it's gone this far. Ryan's giving every ounce and inch he has. Get out! Mikey's making it look easy. Yeah, baby! No! There it is! The flying clothesline!
And that closes the book on this fairy tale.
Hey! The sweeper clips and flips Ryan like a rag doll, giving Mikey the victory and the $1,000.
Oh, yeah? Wipeout champion, baby! Wah! Ah! Yeah!
So, Big Mikey marches one step closer to his goal of claiming the Wipeout Championship title. But he'll have to face the next round along with Ryan Tom Cruise Newland, the Queenslander Shane Ellis, swim coach Natalie McLaren, Fight Hugs Beth Reed, and Shane Metro Man.
They'll all be getting a giant dose of the dizzies when Wipeout Australia returns. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia, the filthiest family show on television.
Well, the sweeper swept away another 6 contestants, so we're down to our final 6.
They are Ryan Tom Cruise Newland, Queenslander Shane Ellis, swim coach Natalie McLaren, Shane Metro Man, wrestling superstar Mikey Broderick, and Fight Hugs Beth Reed.
And of those 6, just 4 move into the wipeout zone.
But we're not picking names out of a hat here. No, they have to get by our next truly twisted challenge first. It's called the Dizzy Dummy, and I love it.
It's easy. Everyone gets whipped around, then they have to cross the teeter-totters. First one across moves on.
The rest spin again, then tackle the crazy beams. It goes back and forth, round and round, until we have our final 4.
They will move into the wipeout zone and make a run for $20,000.
And the Wipeout Australia Championship title.
And we all know who's champing at the bit for that prize.
Wipeout champion, baby!
Kelly Landry asked Mikey Broderick and the other contestants about their upcoming bout.
Thanks, guys. Mikey Broderick, you must be feeling very excited right now.
Well, I said it from the very beginning, Kelly. Mikey Broderick is going to be Australian Wipeout champion. All I have heard from the other contestants is Mikey Broderick is all talk.
What are your thoughts on Mikey Broderick?
Mikey who? You know, any guy that wears tights and puts socks down the front, he's got real issues.
I think he needs to get over himself.
Mikey needs a fight hug. I'm going to give it to him.
Got nothing on this.
Thanks, Kelly. The Dizzy Dummy cranking up now.
It's going. Have a look at Beth Fight Hugs Reed dreaming of what she can buy with the Wipeout prize money.
By helicopter.
Old Rhoda Legs doing a pretty nice helicopter impersonation there herself.
Her legs are just flying out there.
All right, the Dizzy Dummy stopped and they're unlocked. And Tom Cruise flies into action.
Look at him go! The rest looks shaken and stirred. Of course, you have to remember the Earth is also spinning, James. Come on, babe.
Well, maybe so, but it hasn't bothered Ryan. Have a look at this bloke. The game is over. Before the rest even get started, Ryan Tom Cruise Newland is through to the wipeout zone.
OK, somebody tell the others this game is over. That was fast. OK, I need a replay, but let's not forget the cool music and those movie effects. Look at why he's the biggest little action star in the world.
What do you have to say to them?
All I have to say is sucked in Mikey Broderick. You got nothing. Nothing.
Yep, like I said, Ryan was always going to be Mikey this round.
Really? It's not exactly how I remember it. Anyway, we've got 5 people chasing 3 spots in the wipeout zone. Wonder what's going through their minds.
Probably something like, why the hell didn't I apply for temptation? The Queenslander looks like he could do with a bit more bran in his diet.
Okay, they're off again and Fight Hug starts well. But Mikey screams up on the outside and leaps onto the crazy beams.
Maybe we should just call off the wipeout zone and give Ryan the dough. These guys are hopeless.
Our swim coach, Natalie McClan, goes wide open for the beam.
Yeah, that's what happens when you split. You don't commit. Ooh. I think the only belt Mikey's going to be wearing is a life belt.
Queenslander trying new hurdling tactics here.
He's going all chariots of fire on us. But the fire quickly extinguished.
Finally, Josh, it's game on. Shane Man and Mikey going head-to-head.
Mano and Metro Mano. Muscle versus moisturiser.
Metro Man out in front. Oh, no!
Have a look. He snatches defeat from the jaws of victory.
All Mikey's got to do is keep his cool and his balance. And he's done it!
Come for you, boy! Yeah! Mikey!
Right, mine! Look at the size of your legs. You couldn't even bench press a pool noodle.
All right, I'm going to have to separate this. Save it for the wipeout zone, boys.
So our David and Goliath showdown will continue. Both Ryan and Mikey making it to the wipeout zone. But this game has just taken a huge turn. Queenslander Shane Ellis and swim coach Natalie McClan have pulled out of the competition.
So that means we had to go to our bench for backup. Disco Durston was 7th on the sweeper, and she now gets a second chance at the wipeout zone.
Woohoo! Woo! There's 3 of you left in the game. 1 person's going home. Who's it going to be?
It's not going to be me. I am here for the long haul. I am going to be in that wipeout zone. I am going to nail this thing. I'm ready. I'm pumped. Woo!
I liked her better with her glasses on. Hey, what did I tell you, James? Disco isn't dead after all. All the colour seems to have drained from Metro Man's face. Little rouge, please. Fight Hugs looks like she's taking a little nap.
And Disco Durston ready to turn the beat around. They're off! Fight Hug's blitzing at the start.
Wow, that nap must have really done her good. Disco Durston caught in a boogie wonderland here. Metro Man blinded by a Mr. VO5.
Look, they're headed for another swim. And they're determined to take Fight Hugs in with them.
Oh! Now, rule number 6 of Fight Hugs. Please mind the gap.
Shane Man now in the box seat.
Oh, keep going!
No, he's in the water.
Okay, can Disco Girl get over?
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but no.
Shane Man having another go.
Look at him, he's running like last night's mascara. Can he do it?
He's done it! Perfect landing.
Yeah! Oh, this is a very proud moment for metrosexuals everywhere.
Woo! So now it's between Disco Girl and Fight Hugs. 1 more spin and then we'll know exactly who's through to the wipeout zone.
But it doesn't matter who gets in because Mikey is going to be wipeout champion.
Come on, wake up, Fight Hugs. This is your last chance.
Here we go. Fight Hugs versus Disco Dirt.
See the beams!
Look at Disco, she's shaking her head instead of her booty.
Here they go. Oh, nice jump.
But now it's just a matter of her staying alive.
Wait on. Fight Hugs is helping Disco Durston.
Now, rule number 7 of Fight Hugs. Don't be polite to your opponent when $20,000 is at stake.
They're neck and neck now. Just a question of who's got the most left in the tank.
Or maybe they conserve energy by not pretending to ride mechanical bulls. Giddy up, girls. Yeah, to move on.
Fight Hugs just taking a narrow lead here, but Disco Durston not giving up. Wait, Fight Hugs, a surge of energy, and she's over, securing her spot in the wipeout zone and a chance at 20 grand.
Did you want a hug, JB?
Maybe later. So Fight Hug squeezes her way into the wipeout zone. She'll hug it out with Metro Man, Tom Cruise and Big Mikey to see who wins 20 grand.
And more importantly, the Wipeout Australia Championship belt.
The showdown is next in the wipeout zone. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
Now it all comes down to this. 4 contestants with a shot to win $20,000.
But it will be no walk in the park.
You're not wrong, James. It's a mad dash through the wipeout zone.
It starts with a flight down the killer surf slide, a jump onto the barrel run and over to the dreaded spinner.
Get across that and you face the rolling log and a big bounce over the launch pads to the finish.
Making his way up to the starting line is our first victim, Shane Metro Man. Let's take a look at how he wound up in the wipeout zone.
Well, he relaxed with a mud pack in the qualifier, then took a cleansing plunge off the sweeper. He kicked back for a power nap after the dizzy dummy. Now he's rested and ready for the wipeout zone.
Wipeout! Let's go!
This is the first time we've used boogie boards for some serious distance. Look closely because Metro Man actually snaps his in half.
Oh, he's really flying there. I think the secret must be his aerodynamic eyebrows.
Quickly up to the barrel run, and Metro Man charges up the ramp. 1, 2, a little slip there, but he gets over and gets to the top very nicely. Now for the water wall. That tiny ledge can be tough to see with all that water crashing down.
That water's also really, really cold, which is shocking, James, but the good news for Metro Man, it's excellent for the pause.
Okay, so he's through to the toughest part of the course, the spinner. This can cool off a hot run very quickly. Metro Man jumps. He's on. And he's off.
Metro Man trying to match the spinner with his own rotation, but you can't spin the spinner.
I tell you, Josh, swimming back to the platform takes up a lot of energy and time. The Metro Man back for another spin.
He's on. He's on.
He's grabbed the post. Stands up to gauge his jump to the platform on the other side. No good.
Metro Man's dismount is just like a needle sliding on a turntable. He's out of the groove.
Well, one small benefit of a miss is the spinner does slow down on each attempt. So he's back on. Much more importantly, can he land it?
Here he goes. Metro Man can, James.
The rolling log is next. This takes focus, speed and balance. The Metro Man. Over and... Oh! Right in the furniture!
Oh, he can kiss that Metro Manhood goodbye.
Oh, the bruised and battered Metro Man. One more time. This time he's over.
Oh, he's done it.
One last obstacle, the launch pads.
Just standing seems to be a problem for Metro Man right now. He's down.
Take 2. Down to the first pad. Building up his bounce for the next leap.
Oh, he's holding on.
Hold on, hold on.
He pulls himself up. Come on, Metro Man. One final leap and you're done. He's there. He finishes the wipeout zone in the time of 16 minutes and 50 seconds.
Woo! Kelly's down now with our next contestant who is raring to go.
Oh, yeah!
Thanks, guys. Mikey, what's going through your head right now?
Well, Kelly, I smashed everyone in the first qualifier. I whizzed past the sweeper.
Yeah!
And I powered through the third qualifier.
I'm coming for you, boy! Yeah!
There is only one obstacle left until Mikey Broderick is Wipeout champion.
Well, good luck to you.
I don't need luck.
Back to you guys.
Mikey's baked up a fresh batch of confidence for the wipeout zone.
Let's see if he can back up the big talk. Here we go. Oh, the mid-air spin! So he can get a quick move to the barrel run. Amazing! Up the barrels now. Oh, he's gone!
We've never seen a slip on that before. That's going to leave a bruise, James.
Well, he hasn't lost all his steam. He's charging up the ramp, easily over the barrels. Good stuff here from Mikey. Touch at the top, onto the water wall. Now, this may be a challenge for someone of his size.
You know, JB, I think wrestling matches would be a whole lot funnier with thousands of gallons of water rushing into the ring.
Doing nicely at the wall. Now at the spinner. Let's see if it's a slam waiting for Mikey.
First time on the spinner, he's held on.
All right, he's got to get to the platform. Oh, head first!
You know, I would have thought Mikey would be an expert at hitting the mat.
Okay, back again. And he's on. Can he make it across this time? Ooh.
He's landed it.
And have a look at this. He catches the side of the stairs with his face. At the rolling log, brute strength counts for nothing.
But speed does, and so does stopping in time.
All right, and back up to the launch pads. Bounce. Oh, right over the top.
That's one way to get over an obstacle.
Back again. Can he pull back? The bounce, and he's almost over again.
I think he's trying to jump up here in the booth, Jones.
One last leap. Stand up, big man. Hit the buzzer. 11 minutes and 18 seconds. That means right now, Mikey's the man to beat. So, only 2 people can take the Wipeout Championship belt away from Mikey.
Beth Fight Hugs Reid and Ryan Tom Cruise Newland have a chance to lay the smackdown on Mikey.
Stay with us for the big showdown next on Wipeout Australia. Welcome back to Wipeout Australia.
Where we're about to see who wins the Wipeout Championship belt. Right now, it belongs to wrestler Mikey Broderick.
Yeah, he just eliminated Metro Man with his time in the Wipeout zone. But that could change when Ryan Tom Cruise Newland and Beth Fight Hugs Reid hit the course. Kelly Landry is down with Fight Hugs now.
Thanks, guys. Beth, did you think Fight Hugs would get you this far?
Who knew the power of a fight hug?
You're down to the final 4. Do you think you'd get there?
Yes, for all the girls out there.
I think I just need one more hug for the road.
Well, Beth's road's been a wild one today. She squeezed herself into the top 12 of the qualifier, then didn't let go until she was in the top 6 of the sweeper, and finally locked up the last spot with the dizzy dump.
And now she has a chance to win it all. Down she goes in true form. Fight Hugs hits the water with open arms. Across to the barrel run, a little slip. In fact, more than a little slip. But she's up on the ramp. Over the barrels like a gazelle. Nearing the top. One more barrel and she's there.
Now she'll be loving this, James. She gets to hug the wall on her way to the spinner.
Oh, it's slow and steady across the ledge.
Savouring that hug.
But she's through. The spinner's been known to shake off even the strongest embrace. Fight Hugs with an amazing jump. She's on and working that famous Fight Hug grip.
Now the dismount is all about the timing.
Oh, well, the landing is pretty important too, Kelly. And if you see here, James, Beth has nothing to wrap her arms around.
Well, the second attempt. And again, the landing's very good. Fight Hugs up to her feet, waiting for her window to jump. And this time, again, no good.
That's another long swim back, sucking up a lot of time and energy here, James.
Well, she's going to try again. And she's on again. The spinner slowing down. Here's the jump.
Oh, she's done it.
But I tell you what, Fight Hugs is really feeling the squeeze from the clock. She's going to need a miracle to even come close to Mikey's time. At the rolling log. Oh, she's down.
And there's that horn, which means Beth is out of time. So let's give a goodbye hug to Fight Hugs.
Well, Mikey's still in the lead for the $20,000 prize.
But he hasn't won that belt yet, James. No, one small thing still stands in his way. Ryan Tom Cruise Newland. Now, Tom Cruise had the second fastest time, right behind Mikey in the qualifier. History repeated itself with Ryan and Mikey going head-to-head on the sweeper. But on the dizzy dummy, Ryan left Mikey in the dust.
It's showdown time. Ryan Tom Cruise Newland up against Mikey Broderick. Ryan heels over head into the pool. Massive landing. Kelly Landry standing by with Mikey Broderick, who's watching Ryan's run.
Me and Ryan have been neck and neck throughout the whole competition. But in the end, everyone's going to be cheering for Mikey and the money will be mine.
Well, actions speak louder than words, and Ryan just zipped up the barrel run with ease.
Onto the water wall.
Look at him go. Ryan may be the only contestant that doesn't find that ledge narrow.
Now for the spinner. Barely a pause, and he sticks the jump.
Blitz the wall. He's onto the spinner.
Tom Cruise on fire, crushing Mikey's time. Oh, wait a minute. He's hit his first roadblock. He misjudges the platform, but look how quickly he's swimming back. Tom Cruise does have time to kill.
Actually, JB, a time to kill was Matthew McConaughey.
Oh.
How about Ryan concede The Colour of Money?
Okay. Second attempt time. And he's back on. The little man waits for the right moment to jump.
He sticks it.
He's got it.
Ryan is slaughtering the clock with one of the fastest times we've seen.
All right, Twinkle Toes, you got to stop at the end of the rolling log.
Hopefully, as he's climbing the ladder, one of his legs doesn't snap off, because they are as big as sticks.
Well, I hope you brought a bib, Mikey, because if Ryan pulls this off, you'll be eating your words.
That's right, Josh. Only the launch pads remain, and Ryan has nothing but time. He plays it safe. A short hop to the lower pad.
He could take a nap here and still beat Mikey's time.
Bang! He's up onto the second pad. One small step from glory for Tom Cruise. And there it is! Hit the button!
Ryan Tom Cruise Newland crushes Mikey's run with a time of 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
You are the winner of Wipeout Australia.
There you go, a victory for the little guy.
$20,000.
Look at the celebration. Some Brett Lee, some Leighton Hewitt.
Mikey not happy about losing the Wipeout Australia Championship title to Ryan.
But lose he did, and Ryan Newland is the winner. He gets $20,000 and, of course, our congratulations. Join us next week for new contestants, new stunts and a whole lot of new wipeouts. Until then, Australia, I'm James Brayshaw.
And I'm Josh Lawson. For Kelly Landry and little guys everywhere, good night.